Good evening, citizens, and also those of you watching on YouTube. I am Assistant FCC Director Saltine Crackerson, speaking to you tonight in my official capacity as, well, let's say an authorized semi-official person who has skimmed the rule book, because recent events compel us to clarify something very important. The WRSE podcast is hereby declared safe, as long as you people act right. Now, I know what you're thinking. Safe from what? Great question. Safe from state-sponsored censorship, state pressure to suppress speech, threats to revoke licenses, all the above? That's right. Despite them all appearing to be DEI hires, and we are looking into that, the WRSE podcast has been thoroughly reviewed. We checked for offensive jokes, which are allowed, provided they are funny and not during children's programming. WRSE clears this with flying colors. Unsubstantiated claims, tolerable if clearly identified as opinions, or if sourced to your weird Uncle Terry on Facebook. WRSE meets this threshold. MAGA versus anti-MAGA, or whatever's in between, allowed. Controversial, yes. Dangerous, well, only if you're a very delicate, orange-hued dictator. We referenced the recent case of Jimmy Kimmel being taken off the air because of fear from higher-ups, threats to revoke licenses over comments made in opinion monologues, unsubstantiated speculation, and the rumored use of regulatory powers to silence critics. That, dear viewers, is precisely the kind of thing WRSE is safe from. So let it be known. WRSE may say weird things. What even is a throat go? WRSE may offend if necessary, provided it's not offensive to us. WRSE is not being censored, although Jen's Wi-Fi may shut her up preemptively. I can assure you that's a Houston thing and not us. Therefore, as of this statement, under the laws of free speech, the will of the audience, and the power of good podcast equipment, WRSE is officially zoned a black, some kind of Asian, and I heard one is half Moana or something, speech safe zone. If anyone from Nexstar or your weird uncle who claims the broadcast regulator is coming after him, go ahead and try. But our lawyers and our sound engineer are very well paid. Enjoy your episode.
Ain't coming, I ain't fishing in the past, but I'm jumping to the bag. Ain't coming, ain't. I saw the whole thing coming, I ain't fishing in the past, but I'm jumping to the bag, to the bag, to the bag. I saw the whole thing coming, jumping to the bag. I saw the
We are something else.
Whew. Deemed safe. Welcome to We Are Something Else, episode 234. I wonder if Evan got a ghetto. It's your boy Kaleo. There's CB. There's E. Rich. It is a Culture Thursday. So there's the wonderful Jen Glenn. Real quick, before we get started, shout out to the man right there, Dave J on the mic, for putting together that wonderful deemed safe intro. Brother. So who do we have here? We got Three the Hard Way, Dave J, Kendall B, Sean Xavier, Tony's Top Tech. I see CB, I see Airstream Queen, I see Jen Glenn, I see Tia, I see Uncle Dandy, and I see Britt. Everybody, thank you for being here. September 18th. All right. How's everybody doing? Wow. It's been forever since we had a Culture Thursday, since we took all of August off. So let's start with you, Jen. How are you? How's everything? And welcome back to the podcast?
I've been great. I mean, I'm a little worried about what I should say because of the world we live in, but I don't want Mr. Mayonnaise or his boss to come after me.
Well, he deemed us safe, so I think we're good. Dee mad at you? I'm not mad at you, Dee. Never could be mad at you. Why would I be mad at you? E, what's good with you, bro? Like we really ain't talked much this week, so I know the grind is real, bro. What's good with you?
Ain't nothing much. It's Thursday. I'm over here just trying to live life. You know what I'm saying, and not let life live so much on me. But yeah, and I sincerely, I'll put it in the chat so he understands why. But I have to apologize to Dave. I made a mayonnaise comment earlier in our group chat in regards to a pair of shoes that somebody decided to drop out a colorway, and I said somebody who probably eats mayo sandwiches probably made that shoe.
Oh, that's what this is. Okay.
Shit. So I gotta apologize to Dave for that in advance. So my bad.
Rich, we're a very creative crew over there on Station Head, so they'll come back on you.
I ain't on there, so they can talk about me all they want. As long as they don't call me broke, I'm good.
And I just want to let everybody know that I am not trying to be Mr. T today. It's just that my t-shirt isn't sitting right because I turned my t-shirt backwards. So it's just giving me a Mr. T style look.
Shout out to is that Sweets in the Soul show? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's an amazing show. Appreciate all the support and love. CB, what's good with you, bro?
Well, I see a couple people on here got some super exclusive t-shirts on. So, but we're here, bro. Work is work. I sent you the Will Smith meme at least once this week. It was Jersey Day at least at work, so I got to wear my Sean Taylor RIP Sean T jersey that I probably had for like 20 years now, and I doubled up because Liverpool won yesterday, so I got my Liverpool jersey on underneath. So that's how we were rocking today.
You should have told me. I would have drove up there and give you one of my football jerseys so you could have worn that around the office.
The last thing I need anyone thinking is that I'm your high school girlfriend or some shit walking around in your jersey, bro. What do you think this is?
I got you. You welcome in. Ark, welcome in. So look, week was good. I mean, I'm trying to figure out my new schedule because school did start this week. And I mean, you want me to be responsible and read like chapters? When's the last? I'm so out of practice for study habits. My study habits are like shit. Risa, welcome in. So I'm trying to get back into a rhythm, right? And then I found myself one night in class frustrated because I had no idea what was going on. But I'm like, it's only second class. Like you're gonna have to. This is what teaching is all about. You don't go to school because you already know it. So. Just But anyways, but other than that, the week has been cool, chilling. I'm glad to be here. So Culture Thursday, NFL, everybody's, I don't even know the score of the game because I wasn't even interested in that game because I just assumed that Miami was just going to be getting slaughtered at this point. But with all that, speaking of getting slaughtered, let's wrap. Let's take a quick look at that. Okay. I'm going to read the headline. The headline says, Doctor walked out of operation for sex with nurse. Interesting, right? Okay. A doctor left a patient on an operating table under anesthetic to go and have sex with the nurse in another room at a medical tribunal, as medical tribunal has heard. Dr. Suhail Anjum, 44, and the unnamed nurse were caught in a compromising position by a shocked colleague at Tameside Hospital in Greater Manchester. Oh, I wonder if colleague knows this, folks. The incident, it happened in September 2023, but came to light in a fitness to practice hearing after Dr. Anjum, who had been living in Pakistan, applied to work again in the UK. So this guy's been gone for a while, I guess, and now he wants to go back. He did not dispute the evidence against him presented by the hospital during a hearing, but says his behavior was shameful. Okay. The consultant had said he needed a comfort break and asked another nurse colleague to monitor the male patient halfway through the procedure. A comfort break? Okay. Instead, Anjum went to another operating theater at the hospital in Ashton, where he had sex with the woman referred to in the hearing as Nurse C. Andrew Malloy, representing the GMC, said the nurse who walked in on the pair had been shocked and quickly walked through the theater to exit the doors. Guess you're not expecting that to happen. Anjum, who was gone for about 8 minutes, came back into the theater and completed his work. Well, which work is he talking about? I don't know what work they're talking about here. But anyways, long story short, he wants to come back and get his license back. He said that he was likely nearby when he left his patient. He wasn't too far away. And he also made his action was a potential put his patient at risk. All right, that's just enough. That's just enough. This was a hearing that was the follow-up hearing is set for Friday to figure out if this guy is going to get scrub back. If this guy is going to get his license back. The doctor also added the incident happened at a stressful time for his family. That's right. He's married with kids, by the way. Stressful time for his family when he and his wife were failing to connect as a couple following the premature birth of his daughter. So that made him leave someone during the middle of surgery to go have sex with Nurse C because of his premature born daughter, and him and his wife weren't connecting. He was apparently connected with someone else. All right. So before we go around and you tell me your thoughts on this story, his PP got scrubbed. If you're the patient, let's forget the doctor at this point and the nurse. If you're the patient, are you suing the hospital because after you found this out? Because there's no follow-up on the patient if the surgery was a success. Any complications past that if he had to go into another surgery? If you're the patient, are you suing? Because damn, you go on anesthetic thinking you're going to have, a bypass put in, and your doctor walked out by for some ass, right? This surgeon can never be trusted again. Don't give him his license back. Sue for what? Did he die? Let's just go around. What is the Sue thing? Is that far-fetched? Like, if this is you on the operating table, you're getting your Achilles stitched back in or put back together, and your doctor leaves to go handle some business with a coworker.
So, all right, since we're just gonna go ahead and start because the chat is already there. I vividly remember my doctor asking what music that I wanted to listen to while he was doing surgery. I then replied, I'm not the one that's going to be up. What music do you want to listen to so you're going to be at your best? So if you need to step out and go bust one of the nurses, you know what I'm saying? Crack one of the nurses one time for the one time, go do what you do and be at your best. So, hey, listen, if he had to get one off in order for him to perform at his best at a high level, right? By all means, as long as you sanitary and do all the things you need to do when you come back in the room, I ain't care less what you do out the room. Because who's to say that they not doing that before they even come in there to work on you anyway?
But okay, all right. CB,
this is hilarious. And yeah, I would. If this was on FanDuel or DraftKings, I guess I'd be betting my man's not getting his license back. But the only story in my life that I can think would be close to this is making sure that the tattoo artist, if he needed to go smoke a cigarette, went outside and smoked a cigarette. You know what I mean? Don't need no shaky hands when when you're trying to get some fine line work done. Yeah, nah, man. This is hilarious though, and it's funny that my man left and came back, and it's like,
what's the thing? After you finish the moment, no dude is gonna be able to go perform surgery after that. It's time for a nap.
It's like if my niece or nephew like did something they weren't supposed to do, they get in trouble, and they go and like hide under a blanket or something, but they're like still in the room, and they're in the room. That's like my man. He left the country. It's like, bro, but we got all this evidence. You just show back up. It's like, I don't know. That's hilarious though. This is crazy.
Dave J said, "Get some butt busting nut, cut me up, Lakers
in 5."
It makes me wonder, like, we pay top dollar here for surgeries, but they're in the UK. I wonder if they can even sue. Like, I wonder if that's a thing, especially if the surgery went okay.
Right. That's what Uber was asking. I mean, you can sue for anything, right? But that's ain't that negligence? Could you sue?
Nothing went wrong. So I'm like, Kaleo, if the man needed a comfort break, he needed a comfort break. So I'm like this. I think we should petition to have comfort breaks for a lot of different jobs. I think it's a bunch of teachers out here need comfort breaks. Some pastors out here need comfort breaks. The construction workers in the world need comfort breaks. And YouTube hosts. Who's with me?
4 out of the 5 are already getting comfort breaks, especially the teachers. All them people stay in the news. I mean,
stay in the news.
So yeah, teachers comfort breaks, but there's got to be a fine line there too of where they get these breaks at, because.
Hey, listen.
What is that?
But listen. These teachers do not look like the teachers that we had in school,
no,
bro.
No, they don't.
Listen,
They don't.
listen.
Like, back then, it may be like 1 out of 5 that, like, I mean, yeah, now, please. All right. So since this is Culture Thursday, let's go ahead. Let's do this one. Actively Black. I don't know if y'all saw this video that was floating around Instagram or social media social media sites as well. Actively Black runway experience got busy at the New York Fashion Week this past week, showing us fashion can be more than style, but a powerful statement as well. The theme for This Is Not a Fashion Show paid homage to Black history founders. All right. Founders of Actively Black, Lanny Smith and Bianca Winslow, say the production was stressful, but worth it. I mean, if you've seen these videos, and they went all out. Fashion show featured daughters of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, Bernice King and Yasa Shabazz. I'm assuming that, okay. Ruby Bridges, Cecil Williams, Fred Hampton Jr., Frederica Newton, Tommy Smith, John Carlos, and a slew of celebrities showed up. I think Lauryn Hill even showed up on time. She's mentioned Tyrese was there. But look, it was a dope, I think, experience. If you realize, at first I didn't realize who these people were, why it was such a big thing. And then you start to see the captions, or when I saw Cecil Williams come out, I was like, oh, wait a minute, this is a little different. And by the way, the hoodie Cecil Williams is wearing is for sale on their website right now. And as soon as I get a severance check in the mail, I'm going to go ahead and buy one. Just being honest. But yeah, no. Since it's amazing for the culture, since this is Culture Thursday, I figured this was appropriate to talk about. Just showed Black excellence all around, and just support. Definitely Black fashion company. I'm sure Be Easy knows about these folks. But yeah, let's go around. Let's just talk about it. With all the stuff that's happening in the news, especially not around us, but thoughts on this, Jen?
Well, I'm just glad that there are a few places left that we can feel safe and do what it is we want to do, and feeling free to just be yourself in our culture. But I have to tell you, just looking at little snippets of it, I was really happy to see AJ and Free. That's her name, right?
Right. Yep. AJ and Free were there.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see them. I'm not sure if they hosted the show, but the part that I saw on them made me nostalgic for the BET show that they had on back in the day.
Yep, 106 in Park. That was part of the culture.
Yeah, 106 in Park.
He says, "Why does Demetri look like Dame Dash?"
That's crazy work. This was more so. This was American history. This wasn't no fashion show. And if you just do your due diligence, the simple fact that Ruby is walking and can walk, and then if you go do how old she is and just realize how long ago it was that she was trying to get into that school, bro, this is just that all that was history. That's why all those people were there. And again, it shined a light on exactly what we what we are to, you know what I mean, when we really celebrate ourselves. And this should be something that we do more often.
Right. This is we mind our business half the time, and we're creative.
Big facts. I think the biggest takeaway was how Lanny kind of ended it. She said something to the effect of, just because I'm pro-black doesn't mean I'm anti-anything. You know what I mean? So it's just a reminder out there that, one, this is American history. You are 1,000% correct, and we're supposed to be in this shit together. So remember that we only got one life to live. You know what I mean?
Right, for sure. We need more. I mean, we know what the past few weeks have brought to the media. We need more stories like this of just unity and showing what the world is really like or could be like, right? The fluff that we see on TV is just dog and pony show. All right. Let's talk about this one. I first saw this on now, as all creators need to listen to this, because I don't know if you're aware or if you've read the new terms and conditions for Spotify, but this will affect you, affect all of us. So Spotify has introduced significant updates to its user-facing and artist-facing terms and conditions, including a broad, royalty-free, irrevocable, and sub-licensable global license for user-uploaded content, a 1,000 stream minimum to qualify for royalties, and a ban on using Spotify's data to train third-party AI models while allowing Spotify to use their data to own AI purposes. Artists must agree to these terms to use the platform, and they need to be mindful of how these changes could impact their control and ownership of their content and personal information. So pretty much, normally you have to go through TuneCore, DistroKid as a third party to put your music up if you wanted to get on streaming platforms, right? And those parties typically handle your business for you. Like if you get enough streams or whatever, DistroKid or TuneCore will let you know that there's money coming back to you, right? They handle pretty much all your business and on a surface level, because you can always dig deeper in your business, but surface level. But now Spotify and Tidal are allowing you to upload your music directly to their platform without going through the third-party distributor. Meaning bypass all that stuff and the legal stuff that TuneCore and DistroKid does for you as artists. You can directly upload straight to the platform. But if you do, Spotify is saying, oh, we got you. We can use your stuff to use it for AI models, trying new features, and we can take your creativity and try to create something of our own from it. So pretty much they are saying, if you upload to our system, yeah, your song will be here. You get to play whatever this song you want. People can know about it. But on the back end and on the front end, we'll take this song and we'll take your voice, your likeness, or whatever about this song it is, because it belongs to us. And you don't see anything from it until you get 1,000 streams. That goes for podcasting as well. That not just music. That goes for if you got a good dope voice and you got a podcast up there and people want to try to mimic that, because you directly upload it to there. So things to think about it. Alvin, welcome in. Things to think about. Oh, I know. Things to think about. All right. Don't let nobody take control of your personal creativity, something you work hard for. Yeah, that's pretty much. E, thoughts?
We kind of figured that this situation was going to probably come around. There are certain ideas that, because of the streaming space, is not really, the fine print really doesn't fine print, if you will, right? There's a lot of stuff that really doesn't have some understanding, whether how much a stream actually is worth compared to like kind of old school, how much if you sold a product, a song, or if somebody paid for it, how much you actually get for it. So I think this industry is now going to be who can create their own platforms and run it from start to finish, in regards to making sure that you get every dollar, every penny, everything is owned by you. And I think that's just the way it is. I mean, not to bring in, the big bag monster, but the FCC is definitely about to have their footprint on a lot of stuff as well. And I think that's going to play in regards to what exactly AI is going to be able to say is actually theirs, or what they can take from you and create by itself, and then make its own entity or make its own money or likeness. It's just going to gather all the stuff that's probably out there, and it's going to just bite off everybody's shit, and nobody's going to have an original thought anymore.
Sure. Jen?
I just think of the idea that Spotify has that much power over my creation. The fact that they can take my artwork, my music, and use it how they see fit for their own profit, and won't let me profit off of it until I have 1,000 streams. I don't create music, but I don't know. To me, it's just like, I'll look for another way to have my music go out. Because the idea that they can actually take it, kind of reformat it, or use it in the way that they want, something about that makes me very uncomfortable.
Yep. Yeah. And that's the thing. So you can still put it up on on Spotify, Tidal, and Apple, but go through that third party that has more of your interest, has interest for the artists in there, so you can contain or maintain ownership of your creative, stuff.
Yeah, I think people's morals are really going to be getting tested here, because like we're seeing in other facets of life, people are having to compromise compromise some of their values to try to either get ahead or try to get somewhere in general. And artists are going to have to make a choice whether the fine print with Spotify is worth it, And the thing is,
we'll take this deal. Watch.
The thing, like, there are plenty of these companies that we know believe they're too big to fail, right? Like, but do stuff that keeps driving away, your customer base and all that, like, you're running the risk. So I think that this is something that it's really only going to be worthwhile for people, right? If they end up going through with it. I really don't believe that this is something that could be sustainable for artists. The ones that we got in the chat are already saying that they're against this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So
right. And that's another thing too. A lot of people want the quick fix. Like, this allows you the quick fix. You've been dying. You don't know how to get your stuff on streaming. This allows you directly upload it from your phone to Spotify, and you really don't care about what happens, because now, I got a song on streaming. This is the uneducated, right? I just got a song on streaming. That's all that matters. I can play my song. But you don't think about all the hard work or whatever that goes into it. Now somebody takes your song and just AIs it or does whatever they want, and now it's on a commercial. What you getting from that? So the idea, I don't know if your music or your lyrics are protected under. If you get everything, that's why always get your stuff copywritten. All right, take all legal measures as much as you can of your creativity, and then go ahead and upload it through Spotify if you want to directly. But at least, I mean, your lyrics, if they can't take your music, I mean, they can try. But if it's already copywritten, I don't know. It's just interesting. Famous Amos 2.0, exactly. But we want the quick fix, and there's different ways of going about it because there's sites like Bandcamp where independent artists put their stuff up all the time. There's amazing artists on Bandcamp. There's a lot of great music on Bandcamp. Shout out to Sean Xavier and shout out to me. But no, it's a lot of great artists on Bandcamp that take the slow route, and then you can get paid off Bandcamp. The money goes straight back to you. Right? But stuff like Station Head and doesn't allow for you to play music directly from Bandcamp. Because that was the case, then we wouldn't need to put our stuff on Spotify. Right? That's all I'm saying. Just make wise decisions from here. And and now a word from one of our sponsors.
Spotify.
Oh, that was the video I was supposed to.
Welcome to D-Cup Customs, the most creative crafter in these streets. At the heart of the magic is Doreen. If you can dream it, she can create it. Need a one-of-a-kind piece for your business, your project, or even just your ego? We got you. And it's not just tumblers either. We have shot glasses, pens, mugs, badge reels. Basically, if it holds ink or drinks, we do it. And Doreen, she made me a custom Black Panther cup. I was drinking out of it and somebody wanted it so bad, they offered to buy it from me right then. And Doreen looked at me and did this.
Take it, fool. Turns down that good money.
Look at this piece. It's gonna be amazing when it's done. But we don't just do ink and glitter. We also do custom vinyl. So again, if you can think of it, she can do it. We also love working with our guys, and we can't wait to work with you. So if you use the code WRSE15, you will get 15% off your order. Thanks. See you soon.
Shout out to the wonderful partners of D-Cup Customs. Shout out to Doreen. Shout out to Dimitri. Look, save 15%. WRSE15. Here's my custom D-Cup right here. Hopefully we can get CB on the show, E Rich on the show, so they can get their custom tumblers as well, their pins, all that dope stuff. So WRSE15. Oh, the unemployed has been busy these days.
I love it. Somebody got Spotify. I love it.
All right, we got the culture jingling. All right.
Okay, hey guys, welcome to the culture. I have two questions for you all. Basically, what are your two worries? And I brought a clip with me to tell you what you probably should be worried about. So I want to go around, find out what your two worries are, and I'll go first. I worry about my kids and my money. All right, who's next?
I think that's universal, especially these particular days.
Mm-hmm.
Kids and my money.
Yeah.
It's
what
gonna
about
change.
you, E?
The first one's going to change up for these two.
Damn.
My nieces and my nephews, and my money. Nah, but on a serious note, it's pictures of my calves in the internet. That's the number one worry, man. I can't have that get out.
Okay. Do you have another one or just that one?
I got two calves, so that's two right there.
Oh, okay. What about you, E?
I'd have to say the parentals, and I don't know if I have another. I don't think I have another worry. I think they my only worry right now.
Your parents?
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. You guys are, yeah, we're all pretty similar. Like I just don't worry about the future because I take it as it comes.
I can only worry about what's right in front of me.
Right, exactly. All right. So Cleo, if you show the clip,
Yep.
we'll tell people
Two things in life that you worry about, whether you're healthy or whether you're sick. If you're healthy, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you're sick, you got two things to worry about. Whether you're gonna get better, whether you're gonna get worse. You get better, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you get worse, you got two things to worry about. Whether you're gonna live, or whether you're gonna die. If you live, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you die, you got two things. Whether you're going to heaven, whether you're going to hell. If you go to heaven, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you go to hell, you got two things to worry about. Original or extra crispy? That's the Mama says the only two things in life that you.
All right, guys, there we go. You only have two things you need to worry about.
Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. All right. And now oh, wait a minute. And then they move. Wait a minute. I got caught up reading Ark's comment. He didn't put LOL, so I don't know if he taking a shot at me or if it was a joke. Now you got to put LOL. Ark. We talked about that damn too soon, bro. All good. All right, my bro.
All right.
I'm excited about this one. Go ahead.
So I went a little too Black Wall Street on everybody last week. I got some feedback that I went a little too Black Wall Street because I didn't give y'all nothing to smile about in a world that right now there's not too much to smile about with the bullshit that's going on. So I decided to go ahead and lean into what y'all here for. And is it just we're gonna go around and then in the chat, read it, put your people or put your names in there so we can see it. But I thought this would be a good one because we talk about villains, but we talk about them in superhero type aspects. We don't talk about them in the black movies though, because we love us some villains in the black movies.
We love to be the villain in the black movie though.
Yeah, you and I probably would, but that's for another story. So so here, if you will, you have a lot of individuals, and if you are a movie buff like myself and my bro, you should know all these people here. I'm not about to name all of these people. Just look and put your top 3 villains in black movies. Now, it's gonna take a little minute. Yes, it's to get you to think. Now, out of all of this, because my bro has been privy to this, I need to know what his top 3 villains are. I know I have a fundamental that I think I know about one of them, but I'm gonna let him start first, and then I don't know who should get. CB, I'll let you go last because you still got some homework to do, but it's all right. so
he is right. Killmonger. I was gonna add Killmonger because it wasn't on the list, but if I had to pick from this, first of all, bro, the dude that killed Ricky, he on the list. Boys in the Hood was perfect until they shattered the man's dream that was getting ready to go to college. He just got his mother just saw the acceptance note. So yeah, the guy who killed Ricky, we don't even know his name, just red hat guy, red car guy. Next one. Okay. So he would be 3. Number 2. Now I'm trying to tell you, he was a smooth ass villain, but I couldn't stand him either. I'm a Nino Brown. He was smooth as I don't know what, dressed nice, all that, but Nino, he was trash, especially when he grabbed the girls at the wedding and was trying to use them as shields. And then, the whole, just everything else, smoking the teacher for no reason, like the whole back. He was trash.
Yeah, it was the Miss Hawkins line for me on the stand.
Yep.
But yes.
Yep. Or I never liked you anyway. Pretty that one. Or when he got up there and snitched, he was like Kareem. He's the one to CMB. Damn. All right, but then the next one, this had to be the worst one because I couldn't stand his ass in this movie, and that was Samuel L. Jackson in Django. He was because there's black people that act like that today. This is the most relevant one, and I couldn't stand him because I know we've seen folks like this on TV that act just like that today. And Jason Whitlock, I can keep going. Stephen A. Smith. These are your Django coons, if you want me to say it. There you go.
There's some coworkers out there like that too, but you never know.
There's some coworkers. Definitely. No, okay, go ahead. Jen.
All right, let me pull out my goal for this one. Debo. Did not enjoy Debo.
Okay.
Like just steal subtly. Don't steal from me and punk me at the same time. I don't appreciate it. Big Red. Did not enjoy Big Red.
Oh, Big Red was horrible.
Yeah, did not enjoy Big Red at all. Now, on the thing right here, I said the Klan, but that wasn't one of the choices. But I hate the Klan in that movie.
Killing me. I swear, we don't know how to follow directions to save our lives.
I know, but I got you, E. So I think that actor over there, all the way in the corner, is that the villain from Why Did I Get Married?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I did not enjoy him either.
Yeah, he was truly a piece of trash for sure. His character was the worst.
I think
did not enjoy him.
That one because of the relationship status. I think he was trash though. Oh, what was his name? I forgot his name.
Trash.
There you go. All right, TB.
I like that the chat was throwing Killmonger in there because Black Panther is definitely a black movie. And I mean he was badass. Debo still get plenty of weekly quotables that have to do with Debo, and also now that the football player who took the name plays for my team, say it even more. And yeah, Kaleo, you touched on it. Samuel L's character in Django, man, like fuck that guy,
Welcome in Brains, Beauty, and Bullshit. Okay.
So listen. Kendall, see, this is what I said. We can go on and on and on. Yes, Blair Underwood's character for sure. Hell, what the old dude? Not even Blair Underwood. The old dude. Hey, listen, I still need to get mine.
E. Did you ever see the movie Coolie High?
Yeah.
Okay, now whoever killed the main character in Coolie High, he should have been on here too.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
The old man from Set It Off. The one she had to get the tuition money for, so her brother can go to college.
Listen, somebody tell Sean to go sit in the corner for his list because he didn't play. But no, listen, real quick, because we can get up out of here. But listen, again, it is from the side of the house. Like I said, we got to smile, we got to laugh through all this bullshit. So I'm glad that I can bring this back up. Everybody's engaged in this. Mine for sure would be Chauncey. I can't say the full line that how they call him by his name because we'll get canceled for sure if I say that. So Chauncey from Menace to Society.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, and this is the thing, I'm gonna say what's my guy from Life? he's snitching, right? Because if he didn't have his rocks, you know what I'm saying, they'd have been out a long time ago, you know. And you know, he had to count them to make sure, you know, tell boss if they was all accounted for. New York City 1, New York City 2.
He
You know
was
what I
worse
mean?
than Sam Jackson.
I'm not saying he's worse. I'm just telling you the fact that listen,
Correct.
man, you already in jail, and your oppressor is what they are, but then you got one of you that's, you know, kind of the second in command, kind of is trash. And then listen, the other one for sure, I should have changed this differently, because you know how I feel about it. I would have probably picked the best villains, if you will, because I think Killmonger is not a villain at all, but that's a whole nother story. You want to holler at me about that, as well as I think Ice Cube's character God was pretty bad, because that pool table scene was
that was horrible.
And that was just for, you know, for hollering at the baby moms. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even
That was the
tap.
best one.
Yeah. He had to set an example, but yeah, I mean, you know, that's how you get down if you want to, you know, go against the ring. So, but I appreciate y'all. Is it just the
All right, CB, what you got for that copper chop? Oh, that's not CB. What you got for that copper chop this week?
We've totally been confused for twins before. But yeah, I don't know how many times this was sent to me yesterday or whenever this hit the socials, but Kirkland, the Costco brand, it's been confirmed they're getting a dunk. They're getting an SB. We don't have any more details besides the fact that I can't remember the account on Instagram that leaked the photos and everything, but we know this is what brands are doing now. You know, we got to leak the photos and drive up some interest. I wonder, you know, whether these are going to be on the wholesale price or what. Are they going to be able to bring dunks back to $100 or less? Probably not. But I'm going to assume these are probably going to be in the 110 to 120 range whenever they drop, because those are like regular dunk prices these days. But I like these, man. Like, just the idea. I think this is a funny collab. I can get down with that. And yeah. So for me, these are a cop. But how are y'all feeling? You copping or chopping?
For 110, yeah, I'd cop, just like you said, just nostalgia reason, and the fact that they got Kirkland, which shout out to all my golfers. You know, also the Kirkland golf balls. If you listen, that's the cheat code. You know what I mean? So you don't have to pay expensive ass prices for that. But anyway, I digress.
I need to. This is a chop for right now. I can't imagine this sneaker is going to do well, but. I just can't imagine a cop. Yeah, this is a chop.
How you
Can
feeling,
I get
Jen?
it wrapped? Can I get it wrapped up like that?
That would be some dope packaging in the rotisserie chicken container, you know.
Cop if I can get it in the packaging. Otherwise, chop.
We'll tell Costco.
All right.
Yes, I changed.
I got nothing.
Oh shit!
This is incredible.
the producers on that payola tonight, bro.
Yo, it's funny because I think if we roll the tape back, there was a comment about how well we're paying the producers and stuff at the beginning of the show.
Apparently not enough.
Someone is mad back there. Anyways, from the cheap seats, you know, the We Are Something Else sports show with your boy C Beanie Rich. We're bringing a little quick pregame to you so we can go back and get back to the real game, finish the second half up for Thursday Night Football. But big news here in the district. The Commanders are going to be coming back to DC. It was a $3.7 billion agreement, I believe. And I think they said 2.6 is actually coming from the Commanders. The rest is coming from the city. And it's going to be, you know, a multi-use venue in the old RFK site. I'm excited about it. I think, you know, it'll be really good for the city, better for the team. I don't think any real fans of the squad are going to be upset about not having to go to Landover anymore after 2030 to watch a game. And I'm really hoping that they get this right. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. E, how you feeling about this news?
Yeah, you know, I dropped it in the group chat. I think it was like hella late last night for you guys, but I was like, damn, this is crazy. If they get the parking right, then I think they would have never they get it right. If you know, already trying to go to fucking RFK Stadium is just horrible. But listen, you know, this is something that if you also go back and you look at the change that has happened in DC over the last, I want to say 15, maybe 18 years, it was all somewhat sort of kind of in play, and I felt like it was just ready to go back, right? It had to be under the right regime, right? And I think we talked about once new owners came aboard, it was like we knew this was probably not too far away where this was going to be a thing. So shout out to them for getting it done, and we'll see how it works out for sure.
And we had to at least do the 1-2. One more story, and I do want Kaleo and Jen to weigh in on this because I think this is hilarious. But this was news, apparently. I don't know why I'm getting push notifications about this, but apparently Stephon Diggs and Cardi B are expecting. This is sports adjacent, so do we think Stephon Diggs is actually excited about this? You know what I mean? Like, or do you think, you know, he's like, man, that boat video, it wasn't enough.
What is his fantasy stats saying?
Not doing well enough.
I don't know. I didn't even know what the New England Patriots were doing out there. But I will say this, although we're done with that segment, shout out to my prediction on Crawford winning the fight against Canelo. For everybody else that thought Canelo was going to win, and for everybody that's in the chat that's still talking, not in the chat, but I see the blog saying that if he didn't win the last 2 rounds, that it would have been listen,
bullshit.
It's really bad, yo. Boxing is at a very horrible state right now, but that's for another show.
Exactly. All right. Let's do what we do best. Let's show some Snickers and let's get up out of here.
So I didn't bring shoes this week, but I brought something golf related because I got a new golf hat last week and ended up breaking 90 for the second time. And this joint is cool because it's got tee holders, and this is a magnet for my ball mark. And so I can just have this stuff on, you know what I mean? So shout out to Bonk Golf. They be getting me with the Instagram marketing and shit, you know? So the hat is dope. And shout out to all of us trying to shoot some lower scores.
All right. Jen?
All right. Guys, I have a question for you. Now, these are my workout shoes. They are a pair of Brooks. They are torn up. I wear them to work out. I've probably had these shoes maybe like 2 years. And when I say torn up, like there's a hole in the front. Okay. I am not a sneakerhead, like where I just wear tennis shoes. I have very little ankles.
Anissa.
Now, you remember when I bought these Air Max?
Yep. And your daughter hated them.
That I have a gym membership. I don't want to shame myself with my Brooks, but I don't want to get rid of my Brooks either because they are formed to my foot. Can I work out in these shoes?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. That, I mean, depends on what you're doing. You can probably do it. But I would definitely toss the Brooks because if you have for 2 years, you probably put the proper mileage on them and they're not giving you any kind of support whatsoever anymore. So I think Brooks has a lifespan of 2,000 miles or something like that before you have to switch out, or maybe less than 2,000. It may be running 2,000 miles, but then walking a little less. So you probably definitely not getting any support from that shoe. Even though it's comfortable to your foot now, that definitely means it's not doing anything for you anymore.
All right. So yes or no for the gym? Yes.
I wouldn't go running miles and stuff in those, but lifting, yeah.
I can do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
We got you.
All right.
Listen, I didn't bring shoes either. I think CB. That's why we're brothers, brother. That's why we brothers. Hey, but listen, we sneakerheads, and with that, get you some new damn socks. Listen, you can't go wrong with socks. You gotta have socks. Damn it! Like, stop wearing them old ass socks and them new ass shoes and be messing up the bottom of them. And they be looking pretty damn dusty. Get you some socks. Look, man, just go to Nike and spend the same damn money y'all to spend on some fast food and get you some new damn socks. Seriously, shit is killing me.
Man, okay. Well, I feel like the shoes that I brought ain't gonna be good enough. And nobody showing shoes. I need to show something else. No. So look, sneakerheads know what's getting ready to happen. We always know what happened. The Nike or whatever, they don't listen to us. They don't listen to us at all, right? They're not giving us what we want, and this is what we want. We see this briefcase. Everybody know what comes with this briefcase, what it represents. And the fact that I can't wear what's inside anymore because they're just, they're sweating. Like the glue is just worn out. Like they're slippery. Like the glue is just worn out because that's how old they are. Like, if you don't wear your shoes, plus, after a while, they aren't meant to really last forever. But this is what we want. We want this Jordan right here. We don't want the one that looks like it. We don't want a low. This is the Jordan we want. The Jordan when he was with the Wizards, that came in the briefcase. This is the shoe we want. So that's it. That's all I had.
I don't know this guy. I don't know, and I guess I'm on that type of time today. But whoever Ark is, if you want to play big bait, take little bait, we more than likely we can make that work. Like I said, you can talk about anything you want. Just don't tell me, don't call me broke, bro. That's a whole. You new to this thing in here, and you don't know the people that know me like that. So leave that alone.
All right. So with all that said, look, appreciate everybody for chiming in. Appreciate it. Thank you, Jen, for a wonderful Culture Thursday.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
We will return next week with Soul Tales. That's the whole panel. Hopefully we have a special guest next week. If not, then whatever. But look, tomorrow, Kendall B Morning Show. We got Funky Friday, followed up by The Abstract. I'm here. But look, we talked about creatives earlier. Shout out to all the creatives. Look, I know they're trying to take your speech, trying to take your creativity. Don't let them do that. Continue to create. That's the best thing about being a creator is having control over your stuff. We have an amazing group of creators in the show, on this panel, and people who watch. Continue to be creative. Continue to use your voice. That's all I got to say. Just continue to use your voice. 30 minutes a day. Do something for you and only for you. And hit that, like and subscribe. Let me get that button. I didn't even hit the Be Easy button, but all that said.
Follow us on YouTube at WRSC Podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe.
All day coming